Good to get back out here?
Oh, it's great to be out here. I always say, you know, the day you're not excited for the first day of practice, you should get out of this business, because it's the juices are flowing, the guys are excited, the coaches are excited. It's a fun day. But I mentioned to our players before practice, the challenge isn't to be excited on the first day. Everybody's excited on the first day. You guys are probably excited, you know. But if the challenge is to, you know, on February the 3rd, it's October the 3rd, you know, on February the 3rd and March the 3rd, are we excited to play then? And that's the key, because basketball season is a long season, it's a grind, and our veteran guys know that. But the key is to be excited and fresh, you know, all throughout the season.
How did Navy SEALs training go?
Went great this year. Yeah, the program was. Again, it was our 3rd year. I think got a lot of things out of it. I thought it was terrific. Learned a lot about our team and what kind of fight we got, and you know, what we need to work on. But it was terrific. I can't say enough about the program, and it's a great way to kick off our season.
Are you this early? Are you able to really see who made the most improvement over the summer in the offseason?
Well, it's hard because we're doing some new things offensively. You know, I definitely can see guys that are, you know, you look at your veteran guys. Ski looks great. I mean, he's ready for a great senior year. Josh always had a great summer. You know, some of the other guys, Johnson, I think, you know, he's lost a little bit of weight. He's a little bouncier and quicker on his feet. You know, some of the other guys, it's still a little hard to tell what kind of off seasons they've had, but that'll all come out in the wash. I don't think anybody, you know, looking at the weight room numbers, looking at their bodies, nobody had a bad summer. But in terms of who had a great summer, shooting the ball and assist to turnover ratio getting better, you know, that'll is yet to be determined. But I like where our guys are physically. I like where they are mentally, and I think as a group we had a pretty good off season. But in terms of who had the best ones, I think that'll play itself out as the season goes.
At the end of last year, you said that you were going to make some tweaks to the offense. Did you review that in the summer? And how comfortable do you feel with it?
I feel good about it. We've been working on it a lot this fall in our workouts. We've done less defensive preparation in our fall workouts than we ever have here. We've put a lot of time into our offense and some of the new wrinkles we're putting into it. Again, it's nothing that's going to be major overhaul, but we want to play faster. We want to attack the basket constantly, and obviously we've got to be able to get the ball, you know, inside to our big guys, whether it's Josh or Wes or now Torrey Miller as a freshman, and even some of our other guys, Dustin Thomas, Johnson. I mean, so we want to attack the rim. Our philosophy of offense hasn't changed, but you know, some of the things that we put in, I like right now. But again, are they going to be effective when we get in the heat of battle? That's the challenge.
And then defensively, you mentioned less work than in the past. Does that worry you a little bit? Because I know that you were concerned with some of the mentality. They didn't quite have it last year.
A little bit, yeah. No, I mean, again, I think the players that have been in our program, we got the majority of our guys back. Obviously, from last year, we're adding some new guys. They understand the importance of it. And the challenge is going to be, okay, are we going to go out and do it this year? You know, because the fact of the matter is, you know, in the 4 years that our staff has been at Colorado, last year's team was our worst defensive team. That's a fact. Now, what are we going to do about it? And that's the challenge that, you know, is going to be on these guys. But we're going to get our plenty of reps in defensively. I don't worry about that. It's just I hope that mentality changes this year. And if it doesn't, we're going to be, you know, right back where we were. You know, I mentioned this, you know, in the past. We're a good program right now. We got good players. We want to become great. We want to become elite. And for us to do that, we're going to have to get better defensively. We're going to have to become more efficient offensively.
Given what happened against Pitt, is your job as a motivator a little bit easier going into the season? Do you think?
It's always easy to refer back to that game, without a doubt. You know, you guys know we haven't let our guys forget about it. I think on November the 13th, you know, that'll be gone. We open up on the 14th against Drexel. It's a new year. It's a new season. Our guys know what happened. I'm not interested in beating them up, you know, for what happened. We can't live in the past, but we better learn from it. And, so from that standpoint, you know, there might be some references, but that'll be up to what these guys are doing in terms of their effort and competitiveness on the floor.
Do you see a benefit to going in the morning as opposed to afternoon practice?
I love it first semester. I wouldn't want to do it all season because I do think, with the travel schedule that these guys have in conference play, you're traveling a lot more second semester. You're coming back late, coming back from a late night road trip and getting up the next morning and practicing is not beneficial. So that's why we don't do it. But in the first semester, we're not traveling. We got 1 or 2 road trips. Gets them up, gets their blood flowing. They're fresh. Hopefully gets them to bed on time. And then the rest of their day is filled with going to class and study hall and academics. And what's nice for them is, by 4:35 in the afternoon, their day is done. They can come back and get shots up at night. They can go do some extra studying. They can relax and rest a little bit. I love practicing the first semester in the morning. And again, we're not a 6 a.m. team, but we're in the building by 7 and on the floor usually by 7:15, 7:30, and we can get our work done.
Last year you guys had an open practice where fans came in and they were able to go to the football game.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that planned this year?
I haven't even.
Okay.
I should know that. I haven't even. We'll work towards that. I mean, I would like to do something for our fans before the first game to give them kind of a big see. So we'll probably come up with something when it is. I haven't looked at the calendar. We don't. Haven't been approached by anybody to do anything special. We got shot down on with compliance. We're going to try to do an open scrimmage before the Nuggets played here, but the infinite wisdom of the NCAA and the compliance world that we live in, we weren't able to do that. It's kind of a shame because people could come see the Buffs do an open scrimmage and then watch the Nuggets game, but I don't know if it's we got shot down on that one. So we'll figure out a way for our fans to come in here and see our guys before we tip off on the 14th. I don't know when or where.